Seriously, Mrs. GJ, you need to get your act together. You need to be a better person. Not steal Pokemon. And that's on. And that's on. And we're live! Yee, there. Hello, Namcos! And welcome to Podchaos. I hope you're ready, because I'm not. Also, thank you, Grasso! Oh my gosh! 12 months, 1 year. 1 year of subbing to me. I don't know why you do that, Grasso, but thank you! Thank you so much. So we are joined today by Namcos and the kitty Pixlers. Cute little kitty cat. And why isn't that? Oh shoot! I know what I've forgotten. 1 sec. Right. Yeah. That's down. Where have I put it? There. 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 Oh, pop up. I know what I've forgotten. I've forgotten the alerts. It's loading. I think it's loading. It's there. It's doing a thingy. It's nerve-wracking stuff. You can see a little bit of it here, can't you? Did you forget to load the bot? Yes, I forgot to load the bot. And no, just forget the update. Just do it. And just do a sound effect or something, please. Wait, please. And this is the chaos that I was talking about. It wouldn't be called Podchaos if there was no chaos. There is no joy. Thank you, Grasso. That is much appreciated. And yes, there is no joy. Damn. It's ode to joy, apparently. Or ode. Something like that. I forget. My nose is so itchy. So, how are you, Namcos and Pixels?
Fine, and was perfectly fine, and she just started to muzzle the pen. We can get start playing. Oh, interesting.
Oh, no, let's just watch the kitty. We don't need anything else. We just need to watch Pixels. Oh my gosh. He's very quiet. Damn it. 1 sec. I'll do that. Check. Oh, use the volume. There. Can you talk again?
Not that I'll have anything interesting at that point.
Yeah. That should be fine. How is that? Turn him up. Oh, there. 20. How's that, guys? No, Kitty, don't leave us. I think this is just turning into a Pixel stream.
Well, she usually does try and invade the stream on occasion. She hasn't done recently because with cat chess, you know how cats suddenly decide they're gonna do different things for a while.
Oh, she is beautiful. I mean, oh, her colouring. This is gonna sound weird, because I am weird. I just want to pick her up and bury my face in her and stuff.
Not a big fan of being picked up. I mean, I can try now, but she'll probably range. I don't know.
Oh! She's like, no. Technically, I should never do that though, because I'm probably not allergic to cats. Well, anything with most fur. Yeah. I get hives. But I used to work at cat protection, and oh my gosh, I was fine. And then suddenly I started having these reactions, and I'm like, well, this complicates stuff. But I love cats.
Like, when you want cats and you love them, but then you've got the allergy side, and then it's just like, thank you, life. Throw me the curveball.
Did you turn him up in Discord? By the way, yes, I have. I have done that. Yeah, thanks, Antius. He's the same volume as me now, I think. Yeah. You may need to talk louder.
I can try and do so.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have some of my drink. This is the usual fizzy bubbly sort of health drink, as always, because it's good for me and it tastes nice. Have you got any drink there?
I did have a coffee. Usually I have 2 in the morning. So this is the first thing I've had. And then down here, when I'm streaming as well, I've got a nice big bottle of dandelion and burdock. Now the interesting thing about this is she's picked up her ears because when you open up the bottle it goes like that. She hates it, so she'll kind of run off. And but it's like, what am I supposed to do? Not drink when you're here? Yeah.
Oh, it seems quite a while since I actually saw you last. It was, if I'm remembering correctly,
was it
Play Expo?
Play Expo, yeah.
Oh gosh, that was nice. I do hope to go this year, health permitting. Currently going under, well, I've got some investigations because back pain, and I potentially might have asthma or some respiratory problem. Oh shit. Antius, can you bring my my inhaler up? I forgot it. But yeah. I tend, when I laugh loads or scream and stuff, I get breathless, which is bad. Yeah, these things happen. Like the stupid, I don't know if you got it, but I did get COVID when I was asked.
I was incredibly lucky. My other half got COVID. They work at a mental health hospital. It's the NHS, but it's on the mental health side. And even though obviously we're in the same bed, I never got it. So
that is so weird, because when Antius got it, same thing, same bed, I didn't get it, but then when I had it, he didn't get it. Another thing, last 2 weeks or so, my parents had COVID, and yeah, I was around there. I was trying to help them with walking the dog and stuff and getting them things. I didn't get it. I was fine. Well, or as fine as I can be. But yeah, I haven't actually been doing my Pokemon streams due to my bad health, because my back is really painful and stuff. And yeah, I'm going to contact the hospital tomorrow about it, saying, look, you checked me in January and I'm still waiting. Can you do something? You know, I want to know what's happening. Are you just gonna leave me to suffer? Do I have to just keep taking painkillers? Which I don't want. But yeah. It's like I've been on pain management things. And then luckily they were like, oh yeah, gabapentin might work. And it's helped with my non-epileptic attacks. But everything else is like bad.
That type of thing.
It's also called dissociative seizures.
Okay.
It's like epilepsy, but it's not epilepsy.
Right. Okay. It's just because it was where you said it was like kind of because I got my mum and my brother suffer epilepsy, and when you see your mum have epilepsy, it can be a bit kind of scary.
Yeah.
Especially when I've never seen her do it. And my brother's had it. I've never seen him having a fit, and hopefully I never will. And I've seen a friend who used to do D&D with, he had them once. So I know of them. It's just kind of weird when I suppose we associate fits with epilepsy, and that's probably what you meant by non-epileptic. It's kind of a weird phrasing. Nothing against you.
It's what they call it. If I can explain this. Have you ever experienced on your computer the blue screen of death?
A few times, yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
But me, if that makes any sense.
I've heard people generally black out when it happens.
If I'm doing this correctly, I go vacant, like glaze over, and I can be normal, I can be talking, I can be doing this, and then suddenly, type thing. And it's not nice and very dangerous, and thank you, Antius. Yeah, and luckily I haven't had one of them for a while now. But it's always in the back of my mind that potentially it could happen. Previously, it used to be once every week. I've had times when it was multiple times in a day and stuff. It's very much like epilepsy. A lot of people thought it was epilepsy, but it's not, because it is... I'm not good at explaining this, and I apologise to anyone watching this too. Yeah.
I kind of get the whole sort of people thought it was one thing, it actually wasn't, because I actually have mild MS. But when the symptoms were first coming in, I was going to the doctor, and they were talking about doing a lumbar puncture, and I'm not a big fan of needles. So the idea of having a big needle going through the spine, I was like, fuck no. So they went through a different process, and I think they basically watched me outside when I came out of hospital after the first relapse. And basically what had happened was I was putting my socks on, and I could feel lightning on my feet. So eventually I went to the doctor, and I think they put me through A&E, did a load of tests, and obviously I went out from there. And then afterwards, that sort of pins and needles feeling went from my feet to my fingers. And when I spoke to the doctor about it, he said, well, that's a good thing, because at least we know what it is, because originally we thought you might have had lupus. But now, because it's shifted, that's more MS side of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
I'm have it as bad as most other people. I've got it mildly, but it can be frustrating. So one of the other effects I had was there was a place in Manchester where the tarmac, and I'm walking along as normal, and suddenly I can feel my feet scraping on the floor, but my brain's telling my feet to walk properly. It's not doing it, and eventually I went straight on the floor because you know when you're dragging your feet and stuff, mate, you trip up, and that went on for a bit, and yeah, it's kind of weird. So yeah, it's just what it is. It is what it is. But I get what you mean about the whole one thing or another.
And to save everyone the hassle, I'm going to call it what I used to call it, flumps. Antius is the one who started calling that because it's like that marshmallow thingy, which flump type thing. And yeah, with my flumps, I can't remember, which is the worst bit because everyone is asking, well, can you remember this? Can you remember that? And I can't. I can't even describe what happens to me until I come round. Usually actually hurting myself and stuff. Because there's been times where, imagine this, you're standing there brushing your teeth and then suddenly blackout, and then you found out you've headbutted the sink again and stuff. So
you get a delayed if you put a headbutt the sink. I'm just wondering, do you get like a delayed, like popping up? Why is my head hurting, or does it not kind of register at all?
Not until after.
No, that's what I mean. After you come out, obviously.
No, it's not delayed. It's like, ah! Usually, and it's either I've nose butted it, where I started to hurt my nose. Luckily, it's not broken. And then sometimes I smash my eye into it, so it's like that side and stuff like. Whoop. And the really, really nice things that's happened is me falling down the stairs.
Done that a couple of times on our stairs. We've got, I think it's stone stairs. When you go down, it really hits on your back. You can feel on it. It's like, ooh. I don't know what your stairs are like. I don't know if it's like wooden or
carpeted with wooden underneath it. Bog standard.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I mean, it's probably why I have such back pain. And before, when this was happening, I wouldn't even consider getting help. I would just keep taking painkillers. Because, hey, what can I do? It's still falling, it's still injuring myself and stuff. It got to the point where at one time I was in Aravel's chat and I was like, oh my god, I'm in so much pain, I wish something were to happen. So they had a vote and I got a dinosaur, a blow up dinosaur costume. They said that is what's good for me, so I got it.
Right, so I see. Okay, so you'll have to wear it all the time just in case.
But now, my good friend Taz, because I was having back pain and stuff, and I was diagnosed with sciatica, so he suggested, because he's on pregabalin, something like that. And there's this other medication, Tarasaurus, late thing, but yeah, Tarasaurus Rex was the thing. It fits Antius better, the dinosaur costume, to be honest. I haven't worn it in ages. Anyway.
That costume that's the one that I've seen people on videos with that, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex costume, and they use it to bounce on trampolines and stuff and play fight. You've got like a face covering. The face that comes out here, is it that one?
No, it's actually all blew up and stuff. But yeah, if aunties were to put it on and come here, that would be great. But but no, I'm on a thing called gabapentin, and that's working, it seems, and I haven't had any flumps since then. So yeah.
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm person saying no in the chat. I think anybody else in the chat should put into chat whether the answer should wear it or not.
It's fine. It's a bit of a faff to put on.
I know, I'm just wondering.
But yeah. But no, hopefully, depending on my health, I will be coming back to Play Expo.
I kind of missed the Manchester ones actually. They've kind of stopped the ones that were in May, I think it was, just because it's a bit closer to me, and it was just a nice space between that and the one in Blackpool, which I don't resent going to Blackpool because that means I can spend a weekend there, go to some random B&B and you know,
Yeah.
but it's still doing this because I remember when I first went. Was it 2013? Was the one early one where they were in Event City, and how big Event City was, and yeah, I just kind of missed the Manchester one, so I'm hoping those will come back.
That would be more convenient, even though we'd still go to the Blackpool one. 'Cause it's weird how it all started in Blackpool for us. It's kind of weird where the first time we went there, it's because I won tickets to go to it, and it was my birthday.
Is it usually your birthday when obviously that would be it. But when did it first start in Blackpool then? Because has it always been kind of October?
I don't know, but we're still very new. Hey, Gaza Kitman! Afternoon, Darren Namcos. Hello, everyone. Well, thanks, Gaz. We are. Well, I am. I was in some pain yesterday. We had to go to Tesco because that was the only open pharmacy around here. But yeah, we rushed off, and I've got Cocodamol now, so it's all good. Yeah. Maybe after this I'll be lucky enough and be able to take some morphine instead, or I might just keep taking the Cocodamol. It seems to be dulling it.
I take it that morphine is usually a bit better than the Cocodamol.
With the morphine, it knocks me out.
Oh, okay.
And that's another way of losing time instead of clocks going forward or back. Wait, you get time then. You know what I mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've got like special thing on my chair for my lower back and stuff, because that's where I fucked it up. And stuff, so it's not great. But yeah, sorry to hear. It's fine. It's my own fault, as they say. I was making it up. And yeah, I'm serious. I remember talking to your partner about, is dissociative seizures actually real? And they are. Some, what do I call them? Trained nurses and trained doctors think it isn't real, and I'm just making it up. And that's the treatment I got. It put me off going to the hospital for a very long time. But no, am I really making up that I've headbutted the sink or fallen down the stairs? No, it is real. It's not just in my head. Well, it is in my head, but it's not, if that makes sense. And the thing that really gets me is when they call it pseudo seizures. I'm saying that in a weird way, and I know it. But yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk all about that stuff, I mean, talk to Cat Lady Gamer, which is my other half, and you'll
Mm,
talk probably, yeah, you'll probably have a massive conversation about that sort of thing.
yeah, I
Problem is,
remember.
Cat Lady's not streamed recently because they've been busy with work and stuff. So, with it being a nurse, with them being a nurse, sorry, just like times and shifts and stuff,
Yeah.
and when they get back, it's like, and then she'll play a bit of Stardew Valley before bed, and up the next day, same old shit kind of thing. So,
Yeah, yeah. I understand that my cousin is a nurse. So she's really, really busy. And she's got kids as well, and it's like the whole family and stuff. But I do contact her to make sure she's okay, because on my dad's side, which she is, they're workaholics. Like, even though my dad is retired and my aunt is retired, and my other aunt's retired but good in a way, they work. My dad still works, and
yeah, kind of keep busy, and yeah,
yeah, it's just they're grafters. They graft and they keep going, and it's infuriating. But I understand. It's like my other aunt. She luckily has gone and retired to Greece, so she is the reasonable one. They have a lot of money. They can, you know.
I mean, when I get to that age, I probably still want to do things. I mean, this is why I'm still learning things like programming and section. I've just recently done 3D modeling, so I can do that at a very basic level, but it's still fun to be able to do. I've still got loads of books to read, so I've got things like, I don't know, Alien 3, the original William Gibson script. I've got Ray Bradbury's Martian Chronicles to read. I've still got the Mars trilogy. It's just getting around to it because I get so distracted sometimes. It's why sometimes I say, "Oh, the stream," and then I forget to have done something for the stream. Like I'm still yet to do the Genesis idea that I'll mix it up, but it's just I get distracted with other people, trying to catch up with YouTube, and I've got work on top of that as well. So it's kind of trying to juggle everything together, and yeah. So
See, when I worked as a freelance photographer, I could totally understand the mentality that my dad goes through, where you just keep going and stuff. Like, for example, if I went round to yours and did photos of your cat, the in-person thing could take about an hour or so. But when I get back home, that's when the fun starts, and I start editing. And that was fun, and I could spend hours doing that and stuff.
time just disappears because you're just like busy fiddling around with different things, and I get what you mean that one.
And sometimes you know what to do and stuff, and it's really quick and stuff. Other times you have to like slowly and monotonously go through all the photos you've done, because I know there's this whole quality over quantity, but with quantity you get a lot of quality sometimes. Stuff. I am a big fan of a rapid shutter speed, which just like take pictures one after the other really, really fast, and eventually you'll get a really good one or two and stuff. It's just rifling through all of them. Oh,
But that's the technical version of when Kim Kardashian said, what was it now? You got to take 300 pictures to find the perfect one or something like that.
yeah.
Sorry to put it down to that kind of level. It's the first thing that came to mind.
Next time I see you, I am going to hit you for doing that comparison. Oh, hey, Mini Viking. Cheers. Like I was saying before, Fizzy Bubbly, my health drink. A mixture of vitamins, and it tastes of orange. It's very, very good for you. Yeah, I think it is vitamin C and zinc, and it helps and stuff. You, my lovely. Oh, hi. How are you? And how is everyone? I'm sorry. I am a bit rambly today. I'm sorry. My health drink today is 7-Up. Good for you, Grasso. And it's not really much of a health drink, but aww, thank you, Mini Viking. That's cheered me up so much. But no, I don't think 7-Up is a health drink, Grasso. It's just a drink, but it's still okay, you know. Keep hydrated and stuff. So yeah. I might need Antius to bring up some more. Yeah. Well, not Fizzy Bubbly, you're only allowed one of them a day and stuff. Otherwise my guts get a bit bad. I think I might make a tea. Oh yes, please. I'd love a tea. One of those orange teas would be absolutely nice. Ooh. Do you like tea, Namcos?
I'm not a big tea drinker, but if I do drink tea, it's either going to be Earl Grey with the sugar, or I will go for herbal stuff. So I used to go through, when I was working in the office before, in the BC that we decided to call it now, before COVID.
You see it before COVID.
It used to be I drink coffee till the afternoon, and
coffee.
then I go to what is it? I drink jasmine tea and the other one, green one, mocha. Green tea, the green tea stuff.
Yeah.
And I do remember once before doing that, I used to drink coffee all the way through. And then I was brushing my teeth one day, noticed they're a bit more yellow than they should, because coffee does do that to your teeth. And I kind of freaked out a little bit, and that's why I switched to half coffee in the morning and then tea in the afternoon. But since I've now started working, I've kind of changed again. So I have 2 cups in the morning, maybe 3, for 1 in the afternoon, depending on whether I need to end a pick up. But I don't drink tea as much now. So maybe it's just because I'm in a different place, and I've now got pop as well, so it kind of balances out a different way. Maybe I'll get back to drinking tea a bit. I don't know. It just depends how busy I am.
With me, from a very, very young age, my parents drank tea. So I drank tea. And I like tea. My tea is just usual. Like PG tips. It's good, isn't it? None of this Yorkshire tea stuff. I'm sorry, I'm winding you up, Grasso. Yeah. Yeah. And then when I left to do work and stuff, I said like, ew. But no, when I left, I started like drinking different teas and coffee. When I was in college, I kind of got addicted to coffee and was having around about 6 to 7 mugs a day minimum. So that was quite bad. But yeah, I was college student, up all night and doing stuff
with the essays, and I've had a couple of times where I've had a late night till early morning with an essay, and having to bring that, because that was in my later time when I was doing college stuff. And I remember how knackered I was. Luckily, I only had one thing to go home and sleep the rest of the day off. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Mini Viking's a coffee drinker. Nice. Yeah, I do. I like coffee. And I, the college that I went to was actually Yale in Wrexham. That's where I started. There was a Nero there. I just started drinking loads of coffee, and I really enjoyed the lattes and mochas. I call it mocha.
Yeah. I'm a big mocha fan. Usually, if I go out somewhere, I'll go for mocha. But the biggest one I go for is if I'm going to work, I go past a place called Foundation Coffee House. When I first went there, I asked for a mocha, and they were like, "What type of chocolate do you want?" I'm like, "What?" Because you were used to just having the base kind of milk chocolate, and I settled with white chocolate because it works really well with cream.
Yeah, it does. Though, if I had to choose, I'd go for dark chocolate all the way, because the health benefit.
Yeah, I did try the dark chocolate. I found it a bit too bitter, and I'm a big dark chocolate fan, but that particular just didn't quite work.
No, the mixture of having that with the milk sort of toned the bitterness down for me, so that was really nice. But no, the thing that I keep going back to is green tea, because in moderation it is really good for you. You know, and the added caffeine kick as well is great. So I just keep going back to that.
Here's an interesting question. Do you usually have milk with the herbal teas or
not? No, not at all.
No,
with black tea, yes. With your standard Assam, I also have it with Earl Grey or Lady Grey as well. Also chai lattes. Yeah. Sometimes I do like it black.
Chai lattes, is that like 3 kind of types of coffee in
it's more, how can I describe chai latte? Have you never had it?
Oh, chai latte. So
chai.
I thought you meant chai as in 3. Sorry, as in
not 3.
Yes,
no chai.
No, I have had chai latte.
I love it so much.
Caramel tea? Is that caramel the one where you've got you make it in a big pan? I think I've had that one as well.
Cool. I can't stand caramel or mint. But
I love mint. Mint's amazing. If I'm looking for some sort of milkshake, I'll have a look to see if they've got mint first.
If you ever come to Chester, let me know. There is a milkshake place. Wait, I'm being insensitive. You're not one of those vegetabilists, are you? But saying that, I think they do have thingy. Oh, hello. It's coming this way. Oh, thanking you. I'll move this, and then you can put that there. Thank you. Ah! Just spilt it a bit, Angus. Thank you. I have my pot of tea. Here comes. Separately, I have my cup. And then.
What's the writing on the cup?
One sec. It won't make much sense. Yeah. Hot. I can't do it. I don't think I can pick it up yet. Ow. Ooh. But yeah, it says, time for tea, time for you. It's nice. But yeah. Oh gosh. There. Feels weird having a pot of tea here. One sec, I should set up the tea cam. I won't. It's ripping off.
Right, you've not got a big flag with PG tips on it behind it. That would be triggering for certain people in chat.
Yeah, maybe. Grasso says, mocha. I have 2 Nespressos today. 6 espresso Starbucks latte yesterday. I love my coffee. Ooh, yeah. Cherry, I just made it. It'll be hot. It is hot. Almost as hot as you, Antius. Wink. Could have made you chai tea, but you asked for the spiced orange one. Yes. I'm not hot. If I say you're hot, you are hot, Antius. Shut up. Married him for a reason. One of those reasons is to get a house. I'm serious though. I like fresh ground coffee, but can't have much of it. Ooh, fresh ground coffee. You know the coffee that I like? Oh, it haunts my dreams. It's a coffee you get in Germany, or at least I get. Freshly brewed coffee. It puts proper hairs on your chest. You know.
What, Berlin, certain place, or is it just general around Germany?
Well, my family. It's like my Oma, my aunt. It's just proper coffee. You know, I think it might be the just simple pot of coffee that you put the sheets of paper and stuff in, and it has to do that weird.
Oh, proper filter coffee.
Yeah, and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Years ago, we used to get filter coffee in like big tea bag type things. That was quite nice because you could kind of. It wasn't actually tea. It was just like a massive. You know how tea comes in bags. You get the kind of the circular ones, but they were quite big and just filled with filter coffee.
Yeah.
So it was quite nice actually, in quite a quicker way and cheaper obviously because you don't have to go through the whole putting the paper in and then putting the stuff in there and kind of, you know.
But it's just when I think of Germany, I think of that and Greek food. Oh, the Greek food! I want to go back to Germany so much.
Last time we went to Germany, because we did 2 trips. Well, when we usually go away for a city break, we spend 3 days there because we got cats. We don't have any cat sitters. So we go during the week because it's and off term time, which is cheaper. There was a place we went to called Tante Elizabeth in Berlin, in one part of Berlin, and they had a drink called grog. You know, the same kind of. It's not. Yeah. But it wasn't like this green thing that just turned into rat. It was kind of weird, kind of, I can't remember, some sort of cocktail. I'm still interested to call it grog. But downstairs, if you book it before you come, there's a bowling alley underneath that you can go to.
Nice.
And it was featured in Travel Mess, so we basically had a quick. Usually when we go to Germany, I always kind of enjoy the German food there, like the veggie kind of bratwurst kind of, or currywurst is the other one.
Currywurst, yeah.
But and I think the other interesting thing was when we went to Germany, I was trying to learn my German over there, and every time I spoke to them, I must have done it confidently well because they spoke back to me in German, which is kind of a bit weird when you know enough to kind of get by, and then they kind of throw more bits at you and kind of sit there going, maybe that was a bad idea, but I'm just trying to learn the language. And then my other half tried it, and they spoke back to her in English, so kind of like, they kind of, I suppose, maybe I don't know. It was kind of weird, but
I understand German, sometimes it takes a while for me to process it. But they could be just like, my mum is German. She's from Germany, and it's like about 2 weeks ago now. She had some family friends come over, and they were just talking German, and I was like, I understood it. It's just, it takes a while for me to go into what I call German mode, where it just suddenly clicks and then it's German and stuff, because it's still in there. I still understand it. Like, I understand Welsh, but it's just, I speak English now, and it's like a constant always English, and yeah, you have to get your brain cogs going type thing. Hi, Pat McNalls. Hope you're well. Hi-oh. Rotiste is my favourite German phrase. I have no idea what that means. Like, reading German is a no. I'm like, huh? What? Reading English isn't great either, but that's just me.
I can pick some German words out. I mean, I'm kind of learning it on and off, but as I'm learning Japanese as well, and Japanese is a much harder one.
God, it's so hard.
So it's, when I'm doing the Amiga streams, you'll see some, even on the Amiga format CDs, they'll put sort of stuff there that's, here's a readme and it's in German, and I'm trying to like pick stuff out going, I can kind of understand bits a bit of it, but just not all. I need to carry on with it. It's just getting my head back into sort of.
Yeah.
And I've also got on, the other things I do to help me is because I've got Twitter on all the time, I actually picked out 3 German newspapers so that I constantly see German. So if I try and go in and if I can see it, I can pick it out and try and help me kind of remember and learn it that way. So.
It's like, if I listen to, let's say, German music and stuff, I start to slowly get my mind into thinking in German. And occasionally, when I've been on certain medication, I start thinking in German and stuff. And yeah, it's like, the phrase that I remember most often is, wo ist die Toilette bitte?
Where's the toilet, please?
Yeah. But no, I'd have to be around German enough to actually start thinking in it.
Yeah.
Stuff. It's nice though. I miss it so much, and I will eventually go back there. It's been a while. If I'm correct, 2018, before, you know. Yeah. No, I miss my family quite a bit. I haven't seen them for a while, and it would be really nice to go see them again. Yeah. It is money as well. It's like, even considering to visit family in Kent, it's difficult at the moment.
Yeah, getting down to London on this side of the town isn't easy, because every time you look at it, it's going, you've got to go, especially when you look it up in places like Google, it forces you to go to Leeds first and then all the way down towards the southern end, which is kind of a bit weird. I'm pretty sure we do have a train going straight down to London from Manchester anyway, but I could be wrong on that.
I'm fairly certain, because I know that there's a train going from Chester to London. So it would make sense that it'd either stop in either Liverpool or Manchester, or either, you know.
And coming back, we always push it back through that way. Because I remember when I went to the National Computer Museum in Cambridge, I think I had to go to get there. I had to go to Leeds to from
Hmm?
Manchester to Leeds to get the LNER, go
Hmm.
all the way down to I think via Peterborough to get to Cambridge. When I was coming
Yikes.
back, they basically pushed me up the other side and I was going through. Oh, I can't remember the place, but basically I ended up straight into Manchester at the other end. It was just like, why can't I go there from Manchester in the first place? I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
It's times like this that I wish I could drive, but I can't at the moment. I haven't got my license yet, so still waiting for that. Yeah, and I know Antius was able to drive, but at the moment, because of his condition, he can't, which is annoying. It's like, I think the next thing that we're potentially going to is OLL, and I might not be able to go due to health and having an appointment and stuff, which is annoying. But I'm gonna see because I have a asthma check on the Tuesday after, so it's not great. Yeah, it's one of those annoying things that luckily it's not a hospital appointment, but you know. Yeah. Oh, Chansey's escaped. No one wanted a Chansey. Yeah. Do
Oh,
you
is it
Pokemon?
Pokemon thing, right? Yeah, sorry, I've just seen that. Yeah.
Chansey is scary. Why is Chansey scary, Antias? it, it helps Nurse Joy in healing Pokemon. So why is it scary? Yeah. I'm going to have a vague guess and say you don't really know Pokemon.
You know, when you suggested it for the was it the stream I did a while ago? I know of Pokemon, but I'm not kind of not really. Arguably, the game was kind of fun as it was when I played it, but not something that I'd probably go straight to. If it was me on RPGs, I'd probably go to Final Fantasy, which is what I've been playing
Mm.
on my GBA here. Not my GBA, this is my Nintendo DS, but it's got the GBA part of it. Or maybe I'll do something like Elder Scrolls or sort of thing. If it's anything older, like the one I've been doing recently, Polar Radiance, that was a fun one to do, especially considering how old it is. And it's got so much content. I must have put 50 hours in it so far. And it's like, wow. Well, I'm assuming it's kind of the same with Pokemon. They'll probably be doing all the same thing. Grind for ages. Then when you get to the boss, it's like, oh, was that it? Oh, it's because I'm so high level and it's not expecting me to go at that point. So
I mean, if you're starting out, you don't understand everything like I do. I've been doing it for years, so I would understand it. Like, for instance, the first gym. What would you say Rock is weak to? Think. I don't think there's a paper Pokemon though.
oh,
think
sorry, I
Pokemon
was
wise.
thinking rock paper scissors. Sorry.
No. Actual rock Pokemon made out of rock. What would Rock be weak against?
Couldn't really say to be honest.
Water or grass? Yeah, water or grass.
Okay.
So,
That,
but unfortunately, you can't get any water Pokemon. Then, unless you went for the starter Squirtle. So this is going for like red and blue, or is it red and green? Never mind. But yeah, you'd go for Squirtle, and then that would defeat it easily. Anyway, the thing is, the one that I asked you to do is yellow. If you go and do the correct route, you will get this pathetic bug called Caterpie. If you evolve it a few times, it will become this beautiful, beautiful butterfly, and that will defeat the rock gym. Because
Just trying to process the idea that even I think I suppose I'm thinking rock as a physical thing rather than kind of but it's fantasy, so you can kind of bend the rules that were and kind of do it that way. Well, I mean, it's still the same thing, the same idea that you grind until you get your Pokemon or your
so you get this. You have to grind a bit to get this Butterfree. It's so easy and stuff like compared to other grinds. But now you do that, and then you go out and you defeat Brock, who's the rock gym leader. I always found that funny. And then after that is Misty, the water gym leader. Now, what do you think water is weak to?
I'm gonna guess fire or some fire bait. Pokemon.
Oh, and Mini Vikings playing sword. I mean, Pokemon sword. So Rock is weak to paper, strong against scissors. Shut up. The Ghost got there first. Stop trying to convert people to Pokemon. No, Pokemon is life. Well, no. You are so wrong because...
I was trying to think of the whole sort of fire versus water, earth versus... Usually wind doesn't work like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, water is weak to grass and electric. So if you go there with Pikachu, it would just sweep their team really easily.
Is grass this super powerful kind of...
No, just early game stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
And if I remember, after that is Lieutenant Surge. Can you guess who Lieutenant Surge's Pokemon type is? I'll repeat his name. Lieutenant Surge.
So it's going to be electric or lightning, that sort of...
Yep, electric. Now, you know the question. What do you think is going to be electric sweetness?
I'm going to scream. I'm going to wonder whether it's grass. Just because we can see about grass all the way through.
Really would say Lieutenant. I am saying Lieutenant correctly. It's Lieutenant Surge. It's always been Lieutenant Surge. But no, grass could help, but it isn't ineffective or effective.
It's kind of in the middle.
Yeah. You're saying it wrong. It is Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Fine. Lieutenant. You're English, not American. I could be American if I want to. Clear to America. I'm not. Still. Yeah. No. It's a simple, very simple thing. Ground.
With that grass.
So ground can't be electrocuted. It earths
I'm
it.
thinking it too literally, aren't I?
Yes.
I'm thinking grassy full.
You're well, so close enough. But yeah, it's ground. Get ground Pokemon and sweep its team. Especially if you know Dig. Dig is beastly good.
So, what about ground versus rock then?
Ground.
Or am I again thinking about too literal?
But no, if they were against each other, same level, probably ground. You know, because ground has a slight upper advantage. Like I said, especially if the ground Pokemon knows Dig. Because Dig is so powerful, and most ground ones know it. Or can be taught it. So yeah.
See, this is the conversation you and Cat Lady Gamer should have, because as far as I remember, they did do some Pokemon stuff. And in fact, this
I can
very dusty Game Boy Color, and it does actually have, surprisingly, it does actually have a rather battered copy of Pokemon Yellow in there.
I want
and
that.
The other half.
How much would you sell that for? Or just
this?
No, I meant the game.
Oh, Pokemon Yellow. Well, this has been priced at £18, and I can't remember when I got it. It was a while ago.
I wouldn't do it though. It's just fine. I kind of nah. It's fine. But yeah, I don't have the game, but I have this. But I don't have the game in it for some weird reason. I have that, and weird enough, I don't know why, but I've got gold in it instead.
So is that supposed to have yellow in it?
Yes. I don't know why I put that in there, but yeah. It's got all the literature as well.
So fully boxed copy, so that's yeah, I mean, it's not very often you see Game Boy games that have come boxed with everything. That's quite good.
I don't know where I can get yellow at a reasonable price. I probably wouldn't. I've got the ROM, and yes, before anyone asks, I am a dirty emulator person. But I don't care, because I'm not rich.
I can't say this.
I like the Pokemon that is called an Ewok most.
It's the biggest, obviously, emulating type thing. And when it comes down with a new arcade core, they already just download the core anyway, with the files, so I don't have to kind of go and find the emulated core. Not the emulated core, sorry, the arcade core that will come with the game already. So I don't have to around with that.
So I like the Pokemon that is called an Ewok most. Ewok? Ewok Pokemon. I don't know it.
I knew that was coming. Zyphochu.
Zyphochu. Oh, nah. It's like... Okay, I'm gonna give you a really, really difficult one now. It isn't till later. But there's psychic Pokemon. What do you think psychic is weak against? It is weirdly an easy answer, but if you don't know it, it's going to be so hard, so I do apologise. So think psychic.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have like a master or something with a sidekick, or what do you call it? A hero and sidekick, possibly.
No. In Gen 1, nothing. Yes, it's Gen 1, and there is. So shut up.
Sidekick. I'm just grabbing at straws at this point.
To say if it's too hard.
Yeah, it's too hard, that one. I mean, to be fair.
Okay, it's gonna make you cringe because it's so easy.
Go on.
Ghost.
Psychic and ghost.
Yeah, Ghost is strong against Psychic. But Psychic's strong against Ghost.
See, again, I'm thinking too literally on this one. I haven't actually...
It is weak against Ghost. I'm serious. It's weak against ghosts. You can look it up. Even you, Antius, and it's weak against ghosts.
Is there a big pyramid or something of all these things that are kind of what's versus against? There's someone must be.
No. It's like probably, but no. It's like weirdly enough, I know all of these. But yeah, and there's only like a handful of Pokemon that are like ghost and like psychic. And weirdly enough, psychic Pokemon can learn ghost moves, and ghost move Pokemon can learn psychic ones. There are certain strats as well that can like disable each of them, and you can just power through. Like there's one called Parafusion, where it's confusion and paralysis, where it just paralyzes you completely. So you paralyze a Pokemon. There's certain status effects you can do. So you can paralyze it, and then you can confuse it, and it goes on for several turns and stuff, and it just stops them in their tracks. And with confusion, it hits itself, and if it's a really strong Pokemon, it kills itself. Well, not kills itself,
or it would hit itself, because there are a lot of RPGs where if you've got one person stood there and it's confused, rather than attacking the alive characters, wind up attacking itself. I think I've seen that before in Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, I know that one. Yeah, that as in, it's a typical RPG trope kind of thing.
So. Okay, I'm going to do a really easy one for you, and if you don't get this, I'm going to be rather annoyed.
To be fair, I'm not a big. But go on.
Grass. What is grass weak against?
I'm going to say ground.
No! Oh! Yorkshire tea. Right. Also, hey Neko, and thank you. Grass is weak against fire.
Oh yeah, that. You see, that's the literal thinking of knowing about, as in a knowing of because weirdly I do remember seeing. I went back to Mum and Dad's house to have a late Mother's Day yesterday. I went to the loo in the history centre. They had a big picture of the farmlands, and there was two whiffs of flame where the farmers would burn back the grass or the crop just to kind of. So yeah, I should have really thought about that. But I suppose I got confused with how weird it was with ground being against kind of different things, and I'm sitting there going, well, ground seems to be the big boy here, but apparently not. So.
No. So yeah, one sec. What does everyone say? Yorkshire tea, not Yorkshire tea. Grasso was weak against Yorkshire. Yes, he is. Not PJ tips. No Yorkshire tea makes me stronger.
Yeah, shouldn't be Grasso weak against PG tips?
Yeah.
Neko's already mentioned that. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. So Grasso is weak against PG tips. Grasso is weak. He cries. Okay, I'm not gonna go. I was thinking of one. But yeah, thanks, Mini Viking. Yeah. Oh. There's one thing that I'm kind of silly for liking, but it's rather rare in Pokemon. Ice. There's only a handful of Pokemon that are ice, including one of the legendary birds. Articuno.
What's the name for that particular
So, yeah.
Pokemon?
Articuno.
Right.
Yeah. Someone can type that, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's my favourite Pokemon because of its typing and stuff. And then there's this one Pokemon that can evolve into one branch of like several things. Fire, Flareon. To clarify, this Pokemon is called Eevee. Yet Moltres is better. Name another bird that looks like a flaming chicken. The flaming chicken is awesome. You know, I do like a bit of KFC. But yeah, and it's just there's so many fire types. It's a bit meh. I'm like, but no, it's thingy. Anyway, I was talking about Eevee. So Eevee can go into fire, which is I'll just say names of them, and yeah, it's like a fennekin fox and all of these branches. And don't forget to drink back in Regina. And I know I did, but I'll drink again then. Cheers. And stuff. And now I'm thinking of something else, but I'll talk about it later. So Eevee can go fire, water, electric, dark, psychic, grass, ice, and fairy.
Okay. Just the fairy at the end kind of threw me a second.
Same. It's the latest one. It's called Sylveon. The roof is on fire. You know what? That the mother clucker burn. Yeah. No, it's like it's one tiny little fennekin fox. Yeah, my favourite, because I was looking down here for my Archie and saw this one. Ooh. This is the dark type one, Umbreon. And at night, the yellow bits glow. Not on this one, but yeah.
It's not like a dark version of Pikachu then.
No, Eevee, the fox
sorry,
thing.
Eevee, right.
So yeah. Yeah, and there's like loads of different types of animals in the Pokemon world, like cats. That's what I was thinking when I saw your kitty. So pixels and stuff, and there's like lots of different cats. The most famous one being Meowth.
Yeah.
You know, Team Rocket. Fennekin fox. No N on the end. Fennec fox. Also best animal. Just Auntie, I know you're trying to wind me up. The ice cream cone. It's the worst one. It's terrible. You know, it's like the set of keys being. Yeah, it peeves me off, but oh well, they're Pokemon now. So yeah. And there's my ramblings of Pokemon over for now. I'm sorry to everyone. Everyone knows I like them. Steampunk coughing and wheezing. They're good, actually. Galarian, coughing and wheezing. I don't think coughing has a Galarian form, but wheezing with the top hat, and stuff. Weird enough, that's also fairy. It's very weird stuff that's fairy, like this pink bulldog. But yeah, I do not understand the fairy type, but it's there. And I still need to play a lot of the new games. That's why Antius definitely needs to go out to OLL, because he needs to get my Pokemon game.
Which one? So I know that there's yellow, red, and blue or something, and then there's another set that's gold, silver, and platinum.
Yeah. But there's loads more, and there's thingies. Namcos played a really good one on his stream called Red Heat. No
Yeah.
OLL for me. Might be the same for me, Neko. Oh, pity Neko Tara has the list of people I have to hug. Yes, it's fine. I was hopeful, but couldn't make it work. He was wanting 300. Yes. Another reason why Andreas has to go, because we've booked the hotel and it's non-refundable. So yeah, he'll just find someone and they can stay there or something. I don't know. But couldn't commit earlier because car and surprise trip to Brighton. Yeah, it's fine, because quite frankly I might not be able to go because of health and stuff. So yeah, I'm 50-50. Accommodation is my main hurdle. Well, if I can't go, then you can stay with Antius. I'll pull a sexy woman as a bed warmer. Okay, I'm fine with that. As long as they are smexy. Me and Antius have done the very nice discussion of saying, hey, I don't care about cheating and stuff. In fact, if you tell me it ain't cheating then, and I'm fine with that, and having an open relationship. Because it's stupid. In my opinion, if you want to be going around sleeping with others, just be truthful about it. And be in an open relationship. You know, I understand commitment and loving a single person. But I also understand about loving other people too. What about you, Namcos?
I'm in a non-open relationship.
Yeah. A committed relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. You know, a lot of people are okay with that. But I find it irritating because I've known people to cheat and then their whole family, their whole thing, their whole relationship breaks down. You know, and it's horrible. It's like, why couldn't you have been truthful from the start and be like, I want to be with others too? And yeah, that's how I see it. You know? Yeah. Polycule. The full polypedal weight has one of them. I am attracted to Tristus Parrot. I've never seen Tristus Parrot, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Is it very Mex parrot? Yeah. I'm in a traditional relationships don't work for everyone. Yes, traditional relationships are BS. Traditional relationships have been going on for quite some time. A lot of people have got to the habit of, we have to be like this, there is no other way, but there is. You know? Instead of going behind partners' backs and like sleeping around. It's not good. Just be honest. Be like, hi, I love you. and I will always come back to you. But I also love other people. So, yeah. Because I'm one of these really, really weird people that I find people that are intelligent, attractive, but I also am not attracted to people normally. Stuff like, what is it? Asexual? I don't have the same lovey-dovey type feelings and stuff. A lot of people have put that down to me being autistic and not knowing how to feel. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Also, thank you, Nekadiva. My GF has other partners and is fine with me bringing more into that podcast. Darryl Ferrer, a friend of a friend as a kid. So, and he is too high in the polarization. No, silly, legit. I don't get the poly side of things, but if it makes you happy, it's fine by me. Yeah. It's like, I find it a lot of faff to try and find someone. It was enough pain trying to find Antius and stuff, and I'm not going to actively seek someone like I did before, but I want Antius to know that if he ever found someone and wanted to, just tell me. And make sure they're attractive and stuff. But yeah. It's like if I do that, or if I found someone, and yeah, that sort of stuff. You know? But I doubt that I'll find someone. Just look at this face. I'm not that attractive.
Look at this.
Don't go there. I have told you. Look at those genetics, though. Ooh. You know, I can't see a wrinkle inside either. Not like these little sort of eye wrinkles either and stuff. But yeah, your genetics are... Oh. I get envious and stuff. You look so young. Like, I've said it before. You good, cute little baby face. Smush it. And stuff. And you have someone as well, which is good, you know? Not everyone can find that special someone. It's not easy, you know? Yeah, what's everyone saying? Polly's good. If, cook, I'm undying. No, I need people to do the cooking and the ironing for me because I is disabled and stuff. Polly, calendar, but with pretty women need one to clean hides. You can do the cleaning, Antius. It's fine. And Nico goes TT in a minute. And Namcos beard is sexy. Actually, yeah, it is a nice beard. It's a nice length. You know, it's not too long, but it's not too short.
There have been times where I've kind of done the whole, you know, when you really can't be bothered, I think it kind of gets a bit too Grizzly Adams. For those of you that don't know, Grizzly Adams was an old TV show back in the, I think it was reruns in the 80s. But, and then eventually I will just try and trim it back. But it's just my plan to be honest, or whether I'm going to be out somewhere or whatever.
Yeah.
So there have been occasions where I've let it kind of bush out, as it were. So.
How do you maintain it as well? It's so nice.
Just when I get to the point of kind of shaving it back, I start the clip scissors first and just clip out if it's too bushy, and just kind of shave away as usual with a bit of soap, then a tube, you know, that way.
I like the beard oils and stuff that you can put in a beard. I like a beard myself, but with Antius's one, because it can get really itchy and stuff. Yeah, that's everyone saying you to get ready to meet friends for that sounds kinky. Don't forget your tea. I know. I'll just. Is it warm now? It's fine. Ooh. Right. No, don't pour it everywhere. I am pouring it everywhere. Ooh. Tea. Yummy. That's it. Have a little sip. I did have a special someone. Didn't end well. I know, guys. We're here for you and stuff. I'm growing my beard back. Ooh! Any Viking, I'd like to see that. Now, here's a weird thing, because my dad has like similar hair to me, and sometimes I imagine myself with his beard, which I know it sounds very, very strange, but one thing is a very long time ago I wanted to be a guy, and sometimes I feel like I still want to be a guy and stuff, so I just imagine myself with like facial hair and stuff. I don't know how it would feel and stuff. Yeah.
Well, as an idea, but after I've gone after I've gone from a Grizzly Adams to a lot, I can feel the cold air much more when it sounds obvious, but it's kind of, once you're used to not feeling the cold, and then you kind of put it back and it's like, oh, I can feel the cold now, kind of thing. So.
There's one slight problem. I don't feel cold or hot. So I wouldn't know.
Generally, when you go out to sort of, when it's like kind of winter time, you can feel the cold different.
Oh, like the wind against your face. Yeah. See, I know the sensation. I just don't feel hot and cold until it's too late. Which is really, really great for when I go for cryotherapy. I can't afford to do that for a while though, because OLL. It's very expensive, like £60 a pop.
Cryotherapy.
Yes, it's where I get frozen. I go in this chamber, and they blast. What is it again? Antius, please explain. I'm no good at this. I'll go. Be back. No, where do I post this photo? Antius, where does he post the photo? No, I'm sorry. I meant to draw him. It's fine. And then Gads lurks. But it's fine to trauma dump. It's perfectly fine. Being a man is annoying. Shaving is no fun. I hate shaving. Saying that shaving my beard isn't too bad. Blasted with sub-zero temps. But with what? Yeah, social. There, Discord. Cold air. Very cold air. Yes, but how do they do it? They have, I think it's liquid nitrogen. And they blast that. And it's minus 120. And it really helps my back for a bit. Ooh, nice. Because I have hip impediment. Yeah. Let's try that again. Hip impingement. where my tips are janky. The sockets, this, like with the ball, it grates.
Is it a bit like what do they call it when you get joint
Arthritis.
Yeah.
Like that, yes. No. LN2, yes. No, it's good. It's like the inflammation and stuff goes down. It's nice. This tea is lovely. Thank you, Aunties. Also, around 4 o'clock, you may want to have a look at how to do the pork chops. I'd love to be able to air fry them. Quick air fry. What's your opinion on air frying, Namcos? Do you have an air fryer?
We do. We've done a few bits in it. Other half have done donuts in it. That was quite nice.
I love donuts.
I've done things like I've got salt and pepper chips.
Ooh.
So I've got a tub of salt and pepper seasoning, and I'll kind of make the chips. Sometimes put sometimes put onion in it, and then kind of coat it with the salt and pepper seasoning. Chuck it in and get that the kind of close to, but not quite the same as. But yeah, it doesn't do too badly. I think the other half has done things like.
Hello.
Hi, Taz.
It's me.
We were talking about you before.
Well, we've had curry the night before, and when you have leftover bits like onion bhaji, and usually when you put it in the microwave, it's not great because it's kind of a bit soggy.
No.
Put it in the air fryer, apparently, it kind
Nice
of
crisp
makes it more crispy. Yeah.
We do like really basic stuff, like breaded chicken. Anything that you can put in the oven, really, we put in there. You said chips.
Frozen chips usually comes out okay on that one, yeah.
Yeah. What else have we done? Sausages. Sausages go really well, and bacon. And what else? Hash browns. So like breakfast, but without egg and other stuff that I won't mention. Otherwise, Aunties will rant about. I don't like that. But yeah, which everyone's saying. Hello, all lies. Air fryers to use or don't they? No. So it's not really, just use it. No. Don't use oil. No oil. Don't wish to let me. Somebody has posted a picture in video and pictures. That's fine. Beans. Yes, beans. Pretty much mini fan ovens. Yes. Don't make me make beans banned word. I love beans. Beans are nice.
I'm okay with beans, but my other half is like, no, they're the devil. Do not like them. So.
Aunties is the same. He doesn't like beans. He doesn't like peas. He doesn't like mushrooms. He doesn't like what's it called? I've forgotten. Gherkins.
They can be a bit sour gherkins.
But yeah.
I don't.
Ooh, kidney beans are nice. I like kidney beans too, but Aunties doesn't like kidney beans.
I think my other half doesn't mind kidney beans. The haricot ones, which are the classic bean ones. So I think they'll have red kidney beans. Yeah, kidney beans, red kidney beans. What the other kind of beans you put in chili?
Yeah, chili con carne. He doesn't like them ones. Kidney yes, kidney beans no. Yeah, I like
green fried greens. They're fine with. Oh, we're always good. There was once where I did a Mexican lasagna. So you make the Mexican sauce as it is, and use a tortilla as layers instead of the sheets. So you just do it that way, and that's a really nice way of doing Mexican lasagna.
Ooh, sounds nice. We're very lazy when it comes to lasagna and get the made ones and stuff. With Antius not feeling well and, well, me being disabled and notorious for burning stuff, it's like, even this morning I just looked away for a bit and burnt the toast.
Yeah, gotta be careful with that, because when you get those grills that go from 0 to crispy in a very few moments of seconds once it's warmed up, it's like,
Yeah.
gotta keep an eye on that. So,
Luckily, my parents live just around the corner from me, so occasionally I would be like, can I scavenge some food from you? Last time I did that, they were like, here, have some curry. So it was like a little box of it, but I had like curry, and Antius chucked in some, what is it? It's like Christmas shaped things, but potato-y and stuff. And the I've forgotten the name of them. Antius, please help me. I've forgotten the name. It's, like, I'm trying to think, because they're crisp and they're pickled onion flavour. They're like croquettes, but no, I'm trying to think of exactly what I had. Come on, I'm trying to think.
pickled onion flavour crisps. They're Christmas, is that what you're saying?
But no, these weren't. They're alien ones. I can't think of them. Yes.
Oh, Space Raiders.
Space Raiders, that's what! Yes, Space Raiders, but you could thingy them and stuff, and yeah, they were potato-y, but also pickled onion flavour, which is kind of weird, but
So,
worked.
The Space Raiders that I remember had triangles, but you also had another one that was like, it was called Transformer Snack, that was it, we're making
Yeah.
up wheels, and the little
Yes.
axles and stuff like that. You can kind of
Oh,
sort of
unless
build
you
it
mean
as
this.
well.
Yes, Space Raiders. So what was it you were saying about me? I was saying how Taz, I was saying how much you've actually helped me and stuff, and it was actually Taz who found this, the Pokemon bag for me, and he found the Game Boy, and I'm so happy. It's like I feel complete with this, you know, and I don't feel bad about emulated stuff now. But yeah, and no, I was telling everyone, well, the people that were watching, how you helped me find the medication I'm on, the gabapentin stuff, by just telling me you were on a certain medication, and I did my research and asked about it and got it, and now it's almost like, I think it's 2 years that I haven't had a flump, so it's good. They're working, just not for the thing that I wanted it to be. Well, it's fine. Hey, Game School! Oh, loads of people are coming in now. It makes me happy. But yeah, so no, it was Space Raiders that we had, and yeah. What
Yeah,
cream is that?
It's just for my hand. I've got a bit of kind of dry skin on that part of it. Keep me kind of get onto it. It's just
Yeah.
aqueous cream or something like that.
Aqueous cream. Yeah.
that's it.
I should really try and do that. My skin's gone a bit bubbly. I have eczema, like really closely under my skin and stuff, and I have to be very, very thingy. How's this week's podcast going? Good question. Namcos, I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I got schooled on Pokemon, but I was expecting that anyway.
I'm sorry. I can't be called a poker streamer without talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, going quite well.
But your guesses were reasonable. You know, there was logic behind them. You know, but sometimes there was a little bit too much logic, and you just like, no, it's this. But yeah, I've been doing Pokemon for so many years now. It's second nature. Apart from, I have no idea what fairy is strong and weak against. I'm like, what? Huh?
When did Fairy get introduced?
I forget.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, and I don't care, and it is so bad. And okay, your opinion on the worst Pokemon and the best Pokemon. Worst Pokemon, Vanillite, the ice cream Pokemon. Best, Articuno. Simple. But everyone's like, their opinions are subjective. It's like other people don't like other Pokemon or other things. So yeah. That's just my opinion. They're saying that the worst ones, I'd say, are the ones I couldn't give a damn about. It's like a Pokemon that you like, oh, I don't like this, but you'd probably go out of your way to, I don't know, try it and be like, yeah, I hate it. And stuff. It's the ones where you couldn't give a damn about, and you've forgotten their names and you don't know about them. You know, those are the kind of bad ones, in my opinion. Let's see. Thought the worst one was the goldfish. Oh, the goldfish. It could be Magikarp. Yeah, Gen 1 Magikarp is bad, but what it turns into is good, and in later generations you could beat the whole game with it just by doing tackle and stuff. Yes, it's like Pokemon Red Heat DLC. I might have to try that. I've got a lot of things that I'm wanting to do, and I still need to finish my current Pokemon playthrough, and then play Sims 4, and then do one of the most hardest Pokemon challenges I have ever done. Which
Is Sims 4 the one before they made it?
I don't know.
Sims 4 the latest one?
I do not know. I just know that I have it, and I'm gonna try it. And stuff. I have no idea if I'm going to build a house or get a pre-made one. I'm probably going to make a lot of streamers. So if you want to be in it, let me know, and I will make you as a sim, and even get you as a guest again to actually make that sim.
You can if you want, but I'll probably find out my sim ends up burning down the house from the inside or something like
And
that.
that's what I want to happen. But yeah. But no, it's like the Pokemon challenge is gonna be something. It's going to put all my knowledge of Pokemon to the test. Because usually you have a team, and you keep that team. I've done a specific thing where the first 6 Pokemon you get is your team. Now I'm going to do the total reverse of that. And every time you beat a gym leader, the Pokemon that you've used has to go. So
it's kind of exiled from your...
Yeah, there's this thing that I've tried before. It's called Nuzlocke, where it's permadeath, and if your Pokemon gets knocked out, it has to go. And then, if you have no Pokemon, it's over. So, I tried that. I failed. I failed a lot.
Right, so it's it's kind of like an Iron Man challenge.
It is.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. I'm going to try, like I said, every gym that I face, the team that I have, that I, literally, if for instance I go to Brock and I defeat Brock with a single thingy, what's it called? Not Caterpie, Butterfree. Then the Butterfree goes in the box, and I can't use the Butterfree. But also, I'd have to say I wouldn't be allowed to use Caterpie or Metapod. So that whole line is a no-go. So you go to the next one and so on and so on. You have to think on your feet. But also, prepare for the gym after that. Because they get stronger. Therefore, you're constantly improving the Pokemon you have. But also have to think on your feet. It's going to be so difficult. I can think of all the Pokemon I'll need up until Lieutenant Surge, and after that I'm like, what the hell? Because after him it opens up a lot, so you just have to understand a lot of things. It's not easy. Like for grass, I'm gonna maybe try and get some flying types, because flying types also are good against grass. So yeah, might get a few flying types to defeat that, and so on and so on. And yeah, it's not going to be fun. But yeah, that'll be hard with the elite, and you'd end up with no Pokemon at the end. Well, I'm not going to say no to legendaries. There's legendary Pokemon, like I said, Articuno and stuff, and they're level 50. So, towards the end, I might actually save all the legendary Pokemon to fight. So yeah, and I don't know if I'm going to rule out using items, because then you can use potions and stuff. I'm going to be banning revives though, as if it's but if I fail, it's you can still use that, but maybe try and do a different way, like do a different moveset and stuff. But yeah, I just got a message. 1 sec. I've done I just got a message from Grassomaniac. Not sure why. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Grasso! So, Grassomaniac is trying to get his first tattoo. As some of you may know, I like tattoos and stuff. So, I am kind of happy that he is. Yup! I'm so excited for you, Grasso. Yeah, I understand that you don't like needles, so I'm just gonna guess you have no tattoos. I would never consider getting tattoos.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry. No. Yeah. So I wasn't sure because you were talking about. I don't have any tattoos. Other half does. I don't really plan on getting any.
Yeah. Thought so.
I don't know. I just can't see myself with it. So I mean, I had ideas that maybe when you were younger, but now I'm just like it kind of doesn't.
You see, I don't understand being afraid of needles and stuff or disliking them, but I'm so used to it. I have hypothyroidism, so underactive thyroid. So since I was 16, I've had to have blood tests. So many. It's probably in the hundreds now. So I'm used to needles. I'm fine with needles.
Typically, I should be. I mean, I do have an auto injector for the medication I'm on. But the problem is there've been a couple of times where I've gotten used to it and I've done something dumb with, well, I say dumb. So, for example, I don't drink before, um, if I'm going out somewhere or if I'm having alcohol, I make sure I won't jab because I know that the last time I did that, I felt the needle a bit more because I'm assuming that kind of reduces the thingy. And I
Yeah.
did feel the needle and it kind of reset me back again to having to build up the hole. And the other thing was, when you get spots injections, so I got spots injections for side of the stomach,
Yeah.
which is fine, but the one underneath, because it's got less skin there, I
Yeah.
can feel the needle again, and that reset me again. So I can nowadays go and get blood tests, and I just got to tell myself not to think about it, and I can do it. And with the jab itself, sometimes I've got to get myself in the mood for it because I've had to reset myself a few times. So I can do it, but it's still because I've fucked up a couple of times. I've had to
Yeah.
kind of readjust, but it's still not fully back to being kind of
Yeah.
okay with it, as it were.
For me, like with tattoos and stuff, it's not like it's like, for instance, it's like prick prick and stuff like that goes in, and it's something cathartic, and feeling it too and stuff, and it actually happening, and you can see the design and stuff. That's what I like, and stuff. And I'm aware that I feel sensations differently from normal people. It sounds so weird, I apologise. But yeah, I like it. I just, yeah. And like with the blood test, I've always had it in the same place. Right arm, there's a repeat puncture wound there. They've started to take it from a different vein now, but
Have you
one
ever
of
had
the
it
nurses.
they've missed it or something, and then having to redo it again, and you start feeling like a puncher bloody thing because and not missing, but not getting the right thing.
I was very fortunate for quite a while. I had the same phlebotomist. I called her my Scottish vampiress because, well, she's Scottish and she takes my blood and stuff. She did the blood tests all the time, which was nice. She was good. But then she retired and stuff, and I was like, kind of gutted you leaving, but I understand. I hope you have a nice retirement. But yeah, she was the one that I had when I was 16, and she was doing it for such a long time. She was so gentle, and now I've had others that have just jabbed it in, and like my arms bloomed, and it's so annoying and
I've
stuff.
had all the ones that I've had on jabs and things. There was one particular person that I kind of come into the last blood test when my last relapse happened, and I was expecting to feel scratch and stuff, and then I just didn't feel anything, and then she was like, oh, "I'm done now," like bit of blood in that vial. I'm like, when they've done it so well, you can't feel anything.
Oh god, yeah, that was my Scottish vampiress. It was like, it's done? Oh! I just, yeah. It's like, ever since I was young, I knew that I wanted a tattoo or two. And now I'm just getting the urge to get one again, but I know that we have to, like, save our money and stuff for other things, but I really want another one. And it's probably going to happen again. I want another one after that, and so on and so on. And I know aunties keep saying, no, you're not allowed, but I just want one more. And then another one after that, and another one after that. Because majority of my tattoos are kind of bad news ones. Like, my first one was when I found out my nan had dementia and Alzheimer's. and I couldn't manage it, and so I got that. And then after that, my friend was dying of cancer, so I got my wings. Then after that, my dog died, and a few other things happened, so I got my paw print. And then after that, I almost died, so I got the Deathly Hallows, or whatever it's called. I think it's Deathly Hallows, something like that, on my left arm. And then after that was my last one, and I was umming and ahhing because I wanted to decide one of two, and my dad managed to find a colour for his vintage Welsh production car called Gilbert. So I decided to go for my Welsh Dragon, which I have on this side. But I wanted to go for Articuno, the Pokemon that I showed you. And yeah, I still want that. I keep saying no, but every time I say no, I just want it more. It's so annoying. But yeah. Me, truth, life, one sec. Tips toe, getting me. Start, sorry, not me. Life, Tea of life. Never read that one. I would get a tattoo of naked auntie. Is it possible? I'll show you. I'm not saying that. Gets up. She can't really see stream Discord unless she looks through her phone. Yeah. To go. The vampire soon. Oh bless. Have you got any ink, Auntie? Auntie doesn't have any ink. Have a pen next to my PC. Does that count? Permanent marker. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, I want more tattoos and stuff. Oh, that is some good tea. I like it. Yeah. Well, I have a CD pens to know they're permanent. Just no. We'll get one of those fake tattoos that you can have. I need new tattoos. Ooh, what tattoos do you have, Mini Viking? Oh, this is going down the whole tattoos route. I do apologise. Yeah. Oh, I do like getting inked. It's cathartic, and you're hitting them inky and stuff, and just chatting away. It's nice. Yes. I have a weird problem as one being type 2. I get bloodstone a lot as well. Ooh, bless you, Tass. Ugh. Like having a bloody thyroid problem. I'm glad they caught it though. I could have been really, really ill and stuff. There's a thing where if you don't have enough thyroid in you, you can go into a coma, which is really, really scary. You know, some of the hose had played temp once. See, it's weird. I can have normal tattoos, but the fake ones I can't have. It's my delicate skin. got some runes on my right forearm, and the left forearm. Oh, cool. Don't know. I'd be reluctant having a tattoo. It's well, palm like some the who celebs. Saying that, my first tattoo is it's a water symbol over one of my kidneys. That's kind of close to my buttock. So yeah, because I wanted it somewhere squidgy. Because having it the squidginess is good. Because when the needle goes in, you can't feel it as much. The worst one, I'd say, by far, was the wings. Emotionally and painfully, it was like, oh, loads of blood was last, but it's worth it. I get so emotional about it. It's one that's also connected to my nan, because one time I was thinking about getting some wings and stuff, but I didn't want it to be like angel ones. So I found them, and then my friend was dying of breast cancer, and she's like, you know, that tattoo you've been wanting for ages and can never afford, here's the money, get it. And I'm like, shit. And I managed to get it. I managed to get it before she passed away, and she was able to see it, and she loves it. And I'm not taking my top off so you guys can see it. But yeah. Hard to lose weight. Yeah, tell me about it. It's on my wrist. Oh. But yeah, it just, every single tattoo has a meaning, you know, and that's why I get them, you know. And I know the Marsh Dragon one was me trying to come of age, me being a grown-up, because I know I am grown up now, even though most of the time I don't act it. I have a mortgage now. I have responsibilities. I try my hardest to be like sensible, but most of the time I don't. But yeah, so what's anti-scene? I would tattoo to see Namcos with his top off. Okay, I used to work with someone who got his diabetic braces tattooed into him, so he didn't have to remember to wear it. To computer to buy. Yeah, exactly. You need all your money for the retro computers stuff.
Not sure how expensive certain ones get.
Yeah, tell me about it. So, I understand Antius liking the retro computers and all that lot, and all the other gear as well. I'm fine with it. Talk to some of my friends who don't understand and think it's a waste of money, but if it makes him happy, then I'm happy.
Really what it's all about. But like, yeah, they may not understand it. That's fair enough. They've got their own whatever it is, and this is ours. Arguably, is because I was broke. Well, not just me, but a few of us were broke during the era when all the PCs were coming in and the micros were coming in. So obviously, it's you know,
Exactly.
Our pleasure, as it were.
Are you fine with tangled cables? I'm looking at some. Right there is tangled cables, but it's because it's my special effects setup. Being offered a Commodore C128 for a good price. Hey, Lazy Sad! Good afternoon. Getting quite a few of you guys here. If you think about it, the Game Boy Color I have is a retro thing. I can't call it a console. It's not a computer. It's a Game Boy and stuff. So
I'm pretty sure it came out not long after the, because it wasn't it mid-90s it came out.
Or something, yeah. 90s.
Yeah.
So it is retro. I just don't know. It is a console. It's a handheld. Oh yeah, handheld console. Yeah, I love it. That's the thing that I grew up playing. You know, and it was nice. And yeah, but I've always been a PC gamer ever since I was little Tara. Can you imagine it? Me, smaller and cuter. Oh, 98. Thank you, Antius. But if it's a Game Gear, the TV adapt, it's a TV too. Good point.
Yeah, the good luck actually getting the channels nowadays since the analog signal's been turned off.
Yes. Yeah. It's like when I was a tiny little Tara, we did play computer games and stuff. Like, not like computers like the really retro stuff, like a Microsoft Windows 95, if I remember correct. Or was it 98? One of those two. I remember we were playing computer games and stuff. And I remember like a story game called Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Zeus. And that was funny. Yeah. With Sam I Am. Something like that.
Yep. I remember when I got my first Windows-based machine was a 386, and I got that around probably mid-90s, maybe early mid-90s. And that came with Windows 3.11, Windows for Workgroup.
No.
And then in 97, we upgraded to an AMD K6 with Windows 95. So I was gaming on that. I can't remember the earliest game. Actually, no, I do remember the earliest game because my dad brought home Castle of the Winds for the 3.11 machine. That was a fun one. It was one of the first games we bought that was shareware to Fuller. And the other games that he got around the time was Algadine Jim Curse. This
Oh wow.
here. The second edition D&D. Still got discs. Most of this do work, one of them doesn't, so I've had to kind of go around and get it kind of pirately because I couldn't actually install it. Yeah. That's one of my early.
Yeah. I have to remind everyone though that during like the 90s, I was still a little kid. I was born in 1989, so it's like, yeah. I remember starting to play computer games and stuff when I was around 5. So that would be like 1995, 1996 and stuff. And yeah, it was one of those things. And it's like start sort of grew up with these things, and I feel lucky that we could afford a computer like that. And yeah, I remember when I started high school, and I was allowed to just go into the computer room and tinker around and stuff, because I enjoyed that. Yeah. So you don't remember Pat Sharp and his... Oh God, the Fun House! I remember Fun House! I started high school in the 89. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's me and stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed like going on. I admit I didn't understand coding. I was never into that until I was like early 20s and tried it, but it was just not for me. It couldn't. I have problems with things sticking in my head, like learning new things, and it's always been like that. Like you trying to insert something into there, it's like sticking. It goes away and stuff. So you have to keep on doing it until it sticks and stuff. So who was primary school in 89 for now. The whole lot of fun prizes to be won. I remember that. I remember Funhouse and stuff. And also I remember other things like Mr. Blobby.
I don't think anybody forgets Mr. Blobby.
Yeah. And stuff. Yeah. Here's something I was thinking about recently. Do you remember there's the fit. Let's try that again. Okay, concentrate, Harry. Do you remember kids programs?
Yeah.
And if so, which ones do you remember?
The first one that'll come to mind, as usual, is Nightmare. The one with the porn, the one where you've got. You must have heard of Nightmare.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just checking because usually when I'm talking to people like this, and I usually knock around with, I say knock around. It's like when you go into work now, I can kind of get away with talking with other younger people because of my face, and then I start talking about Nightmare, and people give that look, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave now because I realise I'm too old.
I'm not 100% certain. Might be a fever dream, but I think Mr. CJ had on his like Be Right Back reel Nightmare.
Not seen that part. I've seen some of CJ's stuff, but I don't think I've seen that one.
I'm not 100% certain. Like I said, it could be a fever dream, but yeah, Nightmare with Traeger.
Which I've met actually Traeger, and I've met David Rowe. I've actually got in fact, give me a sec, I'll go back in a minute.
Yeah, it's wacky, it's fun, it's crazy, it's outrageous, fun house. It's lots of fun prizes to be won. It's a really great show where everything can go fun house. It's a quiz, it's a race, it's a really wacky place. Use your body, use your brain if you want to play the game.
So this is when David Rowe was selling The Art of Nightmare.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know it. I definitely do.
I think that's David Rowe's signature in the bottom right there. And it
Cool.
also has, it should be in the same book. It should be here. There should be a signature from Traeger himself. I get that, but then no. I did. Let's see, find it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes, you go.
So cool.
I have them both signed in the Art of Nightmare book,
Yeah.
so I'm happy with it.
Yeah. There's so many like kids programs that I remember. What's it? Smurfs. I remember
I do remember
Smurfs.
Smurfs, yeah.
Um.
Shoe people.
Hmm?
The shoe people.
Now I admit I don't remember that. Shoe people.
Yeah. So you had like is it the PC boot and the imagine the Mr. Men. You heard of Mr. Men?
Yeah,
But
Mr. Man.
like shoes instead. So you get kind of like the police boot and the rickety boot and it's some of the stuff I'm going to come out is probably not going to be in there, but it's the same idea. It's basically characterized boots or characterized shoes and stuff like that. Then you got the classic sort of things like the Conan the Adventurer. I don't remember watching Robocop back then, but I'd heard of it. Trying to remember. Ulysses 31, JC and the Real Warriors. Not JC and the Real Warriors, Jason and the Real Warriors. Knights of the Round, I think, was one of them. That was an interesting
Okay,
one.
I need to ask you something. It could trigger you or anyone around it. What was I'd say, most traumatizing, potentially children's thing you ever watched?
I won't call it children's, it was more of a family show. Well, it was more of a game show, but as a kid, Bully, the ball from Bullseye, would scare me, and I remember used to hiding behind the seat when they'd come out with moo, like it used to scare me as a child.
Well, yeah, bulls are scary.
But yeah, that was one that I remember from back then that would scare me. I think not much else did apart from that one.
Okay, is anyone saying Bodger and Badger Podchaos? Hey, Emprix. Transformers the movie, that was good. Yeah, Timmy Mallet was quite scary. Kind of remember Timmy Mallet. But the one thing that everyone seems to agree on is Watership Down.
I don't remember being scared of it but I do recognise the whole kind of how dark it was in terms of.
I don't think it was meant to be for kids.
Yeah.
Another thing that kind of made me cringe is Animals of Farthing Wood.
Sort of like the modernish version for that, because that was mid-90s, I think. So that was kind of more. Would you say that was like a remake or something? No, not a remake, but same idea, but kind of push more 90s.
Yeah, I never seen Watership. Well, don't. No, Transformers was upsetting. Yeah, I did agree. Transformers was kind of upsetting,
Yeah.
That.
You will buy the new Transformers because we killed the old one, as you say.
Yeah. Just Watership Down is nah. No point. It's not a good idea. I wouldn't watch it now, to be honest. There's a few things. I watch a guy on YouTube who watches really, 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 really bad films. And there's one that is so bad. Like, it's just no. And it's called Leo the Lion. Now, any of you guys are free to look it up. You're free to watch it. But it is bad.
It sounds like it.
It's a cartoon. It's bad. It's so bad that it is stuck in my mind. Like, it's I'm not gonna give it away.
I have to look it up at some point.
Yeah. Feel free to look it up now. I want to see your reaction. I want you to look it up and tell everyone about it.
What was it again? What lion?
Leo the lion.
Lion. Cartoon.
And if you find Saber Sparks thing, feel free to watch that instead of the actual thing, because he explains it really well, and oh my gosh. Ashens can be terrifying. If I do go to OLL, apparently he's going to be there, so hopefully I'll meet him. I don't know. It depends on my health, like I've been saying.
This one.
No.
Okay.
You want to meet Funky Spectrum? Who's Funky Spectrum? Or what is Funky Spectrum? And push him down some stairs. No, that would be nasty. I wouldn't even consider doing that. Lol. Am I thinking of the right one? Yes, it is. I'm gonna send it you. I'm sorry if this scars you for life, but it has to be done. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's CG, and that's probably not going to be good already.
Okay, just if you, yeah, I'm sorry. If you want to read that, I'm sorry. Feel free.
Old movie on YouTube. I bet it never gets pulled down because I remember years ago, there was always full versions of Batman and Robin, and it never got taken down because probably nobody wanted to watch it anyway.
So, guys, just for context, I sent him some of the information, and yeah, the lion, it's staring back at me, and it's probably doing the same for Namcos. That's so bad. Really bad.
It looks like a really poor Madagascar. You know, that sort of...
It's worse. I don't even like Madagascar, to be honest, but yeah, oh god.
And they've got an antelope here. The eyes, there's so many wrinkles with the eyes. I'm like,
yeah.
Just flicking through, just kind of see. Yeah, the line with his kind of the dark ridges, you know, the darkness around his eyes, and then trying to replicate that, and it just doesn't come off really well.
It looks terrible.
Yeah. And I got to the scene where there's jungle on fire, and it looks very kind of very low budget, kind of.
Yeah.
They've chucked that in as a kind of after effect thing. That Right, I'm gonna have to watch it properly later, just to kind of put myself through that trauma. It's fine. I've probably seen worse. To be fair,
It's bad.
'cause
It's so bad. Do you want to give everyone some context, or are we going to let them forever be in the dark?
what of Leo the Lion? I think they should kind of go out and look it for themselves. If you're feeling down, you want to laugh at something, just have a look at Leo the Lion.
Laugh, scream, scream some
cry.
more. Just regret every single bad life choice you've ever had. Scream
Just
some
think-
more and be like,
Just make sure it's the 2005 version, because there is one out there called Leo the Lion. It's based on some Japanese one that's 90s. That's not the one we're talking about. Just the I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
So just search that particular one and have fun with it.
Oh, what fun. What fun. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, you guys can look at that. Also, I'd like to remind Anxious that maybe you want to check to see how long the food needs to go in, please. And if I have to eat on stream, I will. And be like, this is a nice food that Antius has made. Because Antius can cook. Antius is a good cook. Even I can cook occasionally. Oh, yeah, the clocks went forward. Yes. It went forward. That's why it's losing time and finding where. But yeah, how do you feel like when the clocks go forward? Do you get a bit disorientated and think, I wonder I'd have food now, but it's like too early or too late, I don't know, and stuff, or I need to take my medication now, but my body clock's saying I need to take it at this time.
No, I don't. It's a whole kind of like I've lost an hour, but then I just kind of reset myself to being that's the new hour now. I don't think of it in terms of it used to be an hour ago, that sort of thing. Although I did see a meme recently about cats. There was a guy cowering on the floor, and there's this cat with the head sort of like a giraffe going down towards him, going, "What do you mean it's daylight savings time?" Kind of, I want my food now.
Yeah.
But,
I have bad news. Oh, Kitty! No, Kitty isn't the bad news. I finished all my drinks. All of the tea is gone, and the healthy fizzy bubblet is gone. And I might need some more drinky poos. Drinky drinks. The living room clock is an hour behind. Ah! I think that's right. Yeah, it's the clock behind me is right, and this is right, and my watch. This is right, and it's all right. Stuff, but yeah, it's like getting adjusted to it and stuff. Yeah, grill in 15, can't see the oven stuff without opening the pack. Open it! And also, can I have some roast potatoes and a variety of vegetables and gravy, please? That would be lovely. Thank you. Yeah. Itch. Yeah. Recently, I have noticed that packets have been put in air fryer instructions on, which is nice. In a minute, I had to sit back down. So, Namcos, I'm going to let you take over, and you can do the talky talks, because I need to go busy. So,
okay, fair enough.
There you go. You have the whole thing to yourself. I'll be back in a bit.
Well, unfortunately, I don't like have trusted with the button that says fire and everything is fine here. So you kind of got me. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be saying at the moment. I do hope you're enjoying the current podcast. It's been an interesting one for me because I've never really done it before, to be fair. So who am I? What do I do? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Is that the right thing? um, no, I I started off with YouTube years ago, and I've kind of got into streaming side. I need to go back into YouTube at some point because I've left it behind a little bit. I don't mean to do that, but that's usually what my Cervic Spectrum stuff was. I generally do retro kind of streams, mostly on Mondays. In fact, all Mondays I do. Every Monday I do Amiga Mondays. So I had to get the checkmate case. It's the what's that I call the sexed up Amiga 1200. Got an accelerator card in, and we kind of go through Amiga format CDs. Most of them are digital because I don't have every single one. But as an example, there is a Amiga format CD right there, making sure the text is on the right way. Yeah, and that's one of the CD for. But we've not got to that particular CD yet. We're starting from the beginning, and it's on Amiga format. And I didn't already say. The Amiga machine itself does have a floppy drive and a CD-ROM drive because I never actually used CD-ROM with Amiga. It's a new thing for me. So when I first had a CD-ROM on a machine, it was on a Windows 95 machine. So the idea of a CD-ROM on Amiga was just an alien concept. I just had to try it, and it's all right. It works fairly well. So yeah, Tuesday is currently doing D&D Polar Radiance and the 486, but I think recently it had a bit of a RAM issue. So I need to look into that. And then Fridays, sometimes I do stuff from Retro Asylum. They do a monthly game club, so they'll pick a game. Depending on whether I want to go into it or not, I will do that, or I will do something different like I have been doing this month. And then Sundays, I usually do a kind of a longer stream. It's more of a kind of a let's play kind of thing. I've just finished up Men in Black on the PlayStation, and then I've got Rex Blade coming, and I just need to sort that out so I can get that sorted. But generally, yeah, it's just kind of retro streaming. Yeah, and Tara's back now, so hopefully Reese can go back
Hello.
to Tara.
Yeah, I like that. I think I might make that more of a thing with Podchaos, not just I need to go to the loo type thing. But yeah,
Just give me a second. I think Patrick Noel said, "What's the worst game you've streamed and the best game I've streamed?"
yeah.
That's an interesting question. It's trying to remember all the games I've done as well. So let me just double check which ones I've completed. There'll be some in there that I kind of.
Also, Pat, I don't think I can answer that because most of the ones that I have streamed are either Pokemon, which I really enjoy, or something that has a bit of meaning to me, or that I think people will enjoy watching, or things that I enjoy playing. So, yeah, the best has to be Pokemon, though. Definitely Pokemon. Yeah.
I'm not sure what the best one is because I've played a few good games. Men in Black was okay, just needed to be a bit longer. It did have some frustrating elements in it, but that's just games for you. Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation was. I think it's one of those games you've got to play the first two because of how long it is with all the whole world stuff in it. Postal was an interesting one for the Dreamcast. Dungeon Keeper, I finally finished that for the first time in years. There was a game that I streamed that really annoyed me couple of times. I can't remember what it was. It's not that good to remember, possibly. I don't think I've ever rage quit a game yet. But I had got annoyed with a couple of them.
Oh, I know a few that have made me like rage quit was Kill It With Fire, the spider one. Another one that I was like really got to me was Phasmophobia. That was too much. That really got to me. And I think Phasmo. It's just no, I was crying. I was streaming it and I was just I was forcing myself to do it because I was streaming it, but that was the point. Because I tried to do it on my own and I just kept quitting, and I was like, I'm going to stream this, it will make me complete at least a tutorial. And I did. And hello, Pixel. But yeah,
I just walking my way.
Your rage quitted crash. Yeah, for me. Yeah, I just.
I don't ever want to see your bum there.
Kitty butt. It's the asterisk. Yes, crash, a rage quit crash. No, I never. Those two were the only ones that I was like, no, I can't do any more type things. Oh, don't be nasty to my Grasso. It's my baby. Doesn't make sense, I know, because a lot of people don't understand that he started streaming after me. So I'm kind of his streamer mummy, because I've been streaming longer, but I know that I am younger than him. Yeah. And it was awful. I think I remember it. I think I've seen several people play it, and I'm just like, it's a game. It's just a game and stuff. But it's like with Phasmo, because I'm so audio sensitive, it was like I could hear it and I was there. Oh, it was the ghost, and it was and it's like with Kill It With Fire, I'm a arachnophobe, so I'm like, yeah, spiders and stuff. So yeah, Crash is annoyingly hard in places. I would ask if it wasn't me who made the original, but it literally doesn't matter. No.
Myself. I mean, there are some games I could quite happily tolerate the spiders in, like what's the one with the remake of Eye of the Beholder? Legend of Grimrock has them in. That I was fine with that, but I think I'm fine with things like Resident Evil. I think it just depends on
Namcos has gone fuzzy.
Yeah.
Namcos apparently have gone fuzzy.
Looks okay on the screen.
It's fine. Thingy's fine and stuff. Hello?
Oh, wait, it's probably because when the cat came in, and it just saw cat foot, possibly that. Was a bit behind on there.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, caught up. I has question, another one. Why did you start streaming?
As I said, I was already a YouTuber at one point. And I can't remember what caused it to. I think I'd seen other people streaming on YouTube around the time that Twitch came out. And I was, before it became a failure, I was doing restream, because you could do that before you become a failure. When it becomes a failure, you can't do that anymore, because obviously Twitch has an issue with you doing, they want to include it, which is fine. So I do have two streams back on my extra channel where I did do both. I just don't remember it fully because back when I started doing Twitch, they used to keep the pod for longer, and you remember that switch when they kind of decided it's only been 2 weeks now, and then you just kind of sort of
Yeah.
vaguely forget most of the stuff because you can't, you don't really have some stuff anymore. I mean, I do have it backed up, but it's just remembering it all because I've been doing it now for maybe 2 years, possibly a bit more than that. Not massively now. It's been fun. It's been a great way for me to, because otherwise, if I didn't stream, I'd be watching other people never actually playing games myself, or very little. And now I can kind of stream, but kind of put me in the end of completing some games that I probably wouldn't have done because I was too busy watching everybody else and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been good to be able to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've probably said this so many times before, but I'm gonna say it again. When I started, it was because I felt like I didn't do anything productive that year. Like, I wanted to do something. And I was in a few people's communities then and realised, because I always thought, that Twitch was for younger people, for kids. But I was wrong. And I just found out, and a lot of mature people like yourself, like Aravel, like Zombie Workshop, and loads of other people that are a lot older than me stream, and so, like, it's great, and I became like part of their communities, and was like, yeah, this is fun, and you don't have to be a kid to do it. So I was like, asked Antius would he stream, because I didn't want to do it alone, and now he's a little bit more successful than me. But it was always a question of what would I stream, what would people find interesting, and now it's not so much what to stream, it's like I have a community now. I have people who just come to these streams for me, to talk to me. It's not so much the gameplay, it's actually talking to the people that I care about, my friends, the people that are new that stumble in are like potential friends, people who could like my content but also be able to like do a bit of banter and stuff. And I'm sorry for being so soppy and sentimental.
It's very similar thing with YouTube. So when you go and watch YouTube stuff, you usually watch it because, well, unless it's a new person, but you usually watch that stream because of the person behind it, and that's what it was on YouTube. I think it's the same here. But sometimes it can be, for me, depending on who I'm watching, depends on also what they're playing at. Does play a bit of a factor into it. Maybe I've seen too many times people playing a certain amount of game, I'll get to that point.
Yeah. For example, I've heard that there's been a re-release of Resident Evil 4. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I'm not really into that, but if, say, that one of the persons that I like is playing it, I would be there for them, really. Like yourself, I would go into one of your streams, most likely lurk and then fall asleep and stuff, but that's me, you know. I take my medication and I like to fall asleep or eat until I'm in a bit of a stupor. So I'm one of these lurkers who just be quiet and watches until I'm asleep and stuff. And yeah, I have a bad habit, especially with Antaeus when he's streaming, and with Grasso, I just watch them and try and moderate their streams as much as possible until I fall asleep. You often can tell. It's like, yep, Tara's definitely asleep now. It's
Why
very
are we
bad.
all bang? Because Tara's sleeping on the bang hammock, dude.
You know, oh, fuzzy. Oh, is it so be no- the sound? It must be turning down. Raid Shadow Legends. You always have to do that voice for that, don't you? Raid Shadow Legends. I couldn't hear you properly. Sorry.
I've heard it on the YouTube side. Shadow Legends, because they always
You
do
didn't
that.
say it right! Say it right!
I can't say it right.
Raid
this
Shadow
for?
Legends. Do it. And, like, deep down your lungs and stuff. You're a guy! You're meant to have a deep, manly voice.
I don't have a deep manly voice. I really don't.
Good money and... Pat! I'm giving you a warning. I don't do this normally, but no. I'm not a sellout. None of us are sellouts. I mean, they'd have to be paying me a lot. Like £10,000 for me to even consider it. And not the, oh, you must get people on and blah blah. No, you give me the money and then I'll say, go play Raid Shadow Legends. You guys play it for a minute and then I give you guys some money. Because I'm like, fuck you, Raid Shadow Legends. And that's why I say it like that. Because it's a comedy thing. Because they are crap. I'm fed up of them. And yeah. I wish they would just disappear into obscurity. Because they're a shit game. Shit mobile game. And I couldn't care less. I could care about money. I admit. I want money. Because it'd make things a lot easier. But that's just me. I'm sorry. With a barge pole. Yeah, exactly what Grasso said. Not with a barge pole or a lot of money. Would you agree, Namcos?
It depends on the person, really, I suppose. Excuse me. Yeah, it depends on the person. Me, personally, I don't think so. What, just advertising Shadow Legends generally? Nobody's asked me, arguably. Even if they did, I don't think I would be a big enough channel for them want me to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I suppose it's one of those things that I can see when it comes to it, but I doubt it's ever going to happen. So, you know.
Just no. Nah. And like I said, I'm not big enough. It's like Namcos is absolutely amazing. I can't believe he even accepted to be on my podcast. So I'm a nobody, really. Yeah. I'm just a little tiny weird channel.
To be fair, I was surprised you asked me, but I was like, okay, fair enough. Because I don't feel myself that big at all. So, you know, that was the other thing I found about and on the YouTube side. People say, "Oh, I'm a small YouTuber," and they're on like 1,000, sort of 1,000 plus, and I'm like, you know how hard it is to get to that level. You call yourself small, and you just feel like you're going kind of like, so what am I? Micro now? Mini? Nano? You're just like. Just the weirdness of the whole kind of what you think like, a small person is.
Exactly. To be honest, I don't care how many followers, how many subscribers, how many people are interested in you. At the end of the day, I'm interested in you. You're a nice person. You're lovely. I like your content and stuff, and I find you entertaining. You know, put effort into actually watching and interacting with you, and I'm really happy that you're on this podcast. You know, it's like, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not big enough." I don't care. I've had people that aren't streamers on here. I've had Tamara Cade, I've had Trista Bites, I've had Antius, I've had Grassomaniac, I've had Gaza Kitman. But yeah, you know, I've had many people. For God's sake, next week I'm having Retro Hitch. The Hitch.
The hitch, or the H this week. I don't know whether do you remember the whole H thing?
No.
So this came about because there was a streamer called is it Noodle Beef Noodle?
Mm-hmm.
And she is Asian. And we were trying to get her to sort of pronounce Hitch's name because she couldn't pronounce the H part. So she was kind of going H. So I turned around to her and said, okay, try Stitch, Witch, something else, and Hitch. And she did everything else fine, but gets to the Hitch part and goes, H. And I just started laughing at that point because it's you know. But yeah, that's
Hi, Sevench.
Yeah, that was one of his old handles, I think.
Yeah. Could you try and get Cypher on? Possibly. I would consider my YouTube channel small. Yeah. My YouTube channel is non-existent. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it's like, the last one, like I was talking about, was DJ Hoffman. Like, the DJ Hoffman.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe he accepted, and I'm like, he said yes! And we had a great talk, and I really enjoyed it. And it's like being able to chat like this means more to me than how big you are, how small you are, whatever. Your content, it's you. It's this. It's talking. It's being able to roll with the chaos. Yeah. Time, lazy. Well, like I've said before, I'm willing to.
Anyway.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry.
I'm willing to change time, to change days. I am potentially and hopefully going to do a Podchaos after dark.
Yeah, or the ones you can't get on at daytime because of the time difference, potentially. Yeah.
No, he's UK but works.
No, I just mean other people because I'm assuming there'll be other people that you do follow that aren't kind of. So, for example, there's a guy called McCall or Dr. CBCS because I think McCall is Australia and Dr. CBCS is, I think, Canada. They'll start streaming around kind of 11, 12 o'clock. I think McCall does it kind of around that time. And for them, it's kind of middle of the day or evening, whereas for us, it's like, end of the night kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
There was one time, like a year or so ago, where I was doing a Pokemon run, and some Kiwis raided me and stuff, and it was the end of the day for them, but I was only just starting, and I couldn't believe it. They were like, we like Pokemon, we saw you playing Pokemon Yellow, we wanted to come say hi. And I was like, I can't believe it. It's like, it was the first like raid that had come in that I didn't know the people, and I admit sometimes I have a habit of following Antius because me and him have similar tastes when it comes to these sort of things, and we have similar taste in people we like and stuff, and when people are talking about the retro hardware and stuff, I've started to understand. And that's scary. Like, I didn't know any of this before, but now I do. And it's sticking, and you know how hard it is for things to stick.
Well, you've been around and probably heard all the talk about it, and eventually kind of, gets in there.
Yeah. So when you hear Hit go on one of his rants, which he's probably going to do next week. Yeah. It's like everyone that's been on here has a character. Not like streaming character type thing, but a certain personality and stuff that stands out. And I think a lot of us as content creators, as streamers, as different people would understand that. You have to stand out. You have to be someone. Like, granted, I know I'm the Pokemon person. I'm probably one of the best Pokemon streamers in Wales. Sorry. Yeah, so I have a great knowledge of Amstrad. I didn't own the thing as a kid. Well, yeah. It's like, I never had Amstrad. I never had any of these retro consoles, But it's like, when someone starts to talk about it, I'm like, yes, it is that thing. We still don't have an Amstrad. Cymru! Number 1. It's Cymru is Wales. Just to let people know.
Not a huge Amstrad fan. I did try some of the games. One of the ones I was hoping was going to be fairly okay was the Batman and movie one. But I found the graphics in it so bad that I wanted to claw my own eyes out. I do apologise for anybody who loves Batman on the Amstrad, but I just couldn't kind of be with it. The one thing I did like about the Amstrad machines was the plus range later on when the GX4000 came out. They are such lovely machines, and they've got a bit extra to it, which is why it's called the plus range. It's just a shame that he didn't start out with that in the first place, but I don't think he could have done, thinking about it, because the Spectrum was kind of like a blocky machine, and the Amstrad was followed similarly, but yeah, the plus range I quite like the look at.
Welsh is the best nationality ever. Diolch yn fawr, Pat.
Well, I can't disagree with that because my other half comes from Wrexham as well. So, and to be fair, they did have a good computer, the Dragon 32.
Yay! Daig! Daig is dragon in Welsh. So roast potatoes, mixed veg, pork and gravy. Yes, please. That sounds lovely. Ooh. Do you have any plans for tea?
Not sure at the moment. I know we've got some loose Stilton and broccoli soup to finish off, and then do that after we've finished talking and grab that as something to eat. Not quite sure what we're doing there. The other half will mention it and I've forgotten, because I'm very good at having a brain like a sieve sometimes.
I'm a bit of a foodie. I like me food. There are processors invented in Wales. Most phones use Cambridge Acorn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually started out with, I think, because Acorn BBC, and then there was the Archimedes, but I can't remember whether the ARM chip was in the BBC or it started around after that, possibly.
I
Antiers would know that a bit better than I will.
What? The pie is Welsh. Yay! Welsh pie. That just makes me think of if the pie was Welsh, it would be like leek and potato. Ooh, nice. Oh, and just to clarify, Welsh rabbit is not cheese on toast. It's much fancier. You have to mix it and stuff, and you have the cheese all melty and it's like mustard grain and egg and other things, and then you dollop it on, and then it goes all gloopy, and you put it on it.
I can make a version of it, but it's probably a version that you would hit me if I'm trying to make it. So the way my dad taught me was grate the cheese, put a bit of milk in it to wet it, and use some Italian seasoning to mix it around with, and then you just put it on the toast that way. That's how I do my Welsh rabbit. Although
Needs
officially,
egg and stuff. Cheese
I've
on
heard it's
toast
supposed to-
with faff added. No, it's different.
Officially, I've heard it's supposed to be with alcohol, with ale, but I've never had that recipe.
A cafe near us does lovely Welsh rabbits. Delicious. Love it. In fact, I would mind going there sometime. Oh, I want some. Oh gosh. I'm getting hungry! Yeah. Sorry, I need food.
I think Pac-Mate was talking about the Raspberry Pi, which is the smaller computer. Which,
Yes, we have a few pies.
yeah, which I think is still under issues with the chip shortage at the moment. Oh yeah, it's just chocolate chip cookies. Is it Maryland or is it PTO?
It's Aldi.
Oh, okay.
Aldi. Oh. Yeah. Anxious pies thingy. Yes. Many pies.
That's really close. I bought it when I was looking at putting the Ami Berry on it, and now I'm using it for Dreamcast and the Cinnamon Light Gun. Yep. Just a bit.
I think I might be reaching my limit. Shall we go raid someone?
Certainly, certainly.
Cool. If you can suggest anyone, that would be much appreciated, because I do like raiding new people.
Oh, God. Well, if someone called Tara Lou on, could we go raid Tara?
Someone had to do ferret software. I think I've seen them. Is that the ferret channel? I do like ferrets. Apart from when they maul my hands. As many people know, rodents don't like me. You hit Tara. The ferret channel I showed you. Ooh, maybe. They're beating
ferrets can be
amaranth.
very,
Ooh, I do like it when someone beats amaranth.
Someone's beating Emma. Okay. Oh, isn't that? Yeah, I know that.
The ferret. Ferrets are good.
Yeah, I know somebody who had ferrets, but they had to use gloves to play with them because if I remember rightly, ferrets will, even in play mode, sink the teeth down to the bone to sort of.
Yeah. I have a problem with rodents. They like to bite me. Not sure why, but every rodent that I've encountered, hamsters, rats, mice, degus, gerbils, you name all rodents like to bite me. Not just a little nippling, like literally bite down and not let go. Ferrets won't bite you, God's creatures. Taurus, tasty. Well, Antius would know. Sorry, that sounds so bad. I'm sorry. So far, it's going to be ferret software. I don't think I even follow them. Yeah, shall we? Come on. Ferret, 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 ferret. Wait. Oh, let's see. Yay, it's been created. We're going to see some ferrets. I like ferrets. Yeah. Oh. Thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you Namcos for being my guest. Really appreciate it.
For putting it with me, so.
Yeah. Okay. Games Guru. Hey, still here. That's fine. We're going to raid out to ferrets. But yeah, you guys take care, and bye. Bye. Bye.